All right, and now to the big story of the night, Elon Musk and the Twitter deal. Well, now the $44 billion deal was completed tonight, making Elon's Twitter takeover official. And in his first move, Elon ousted 3 top executives. And now there's rumors swirling about certain banned accounts being allowed access again. For more on this, we want to bring in political expert Brian Sobel. Brian, we'll start off easy tonight. What's your reaction to the news?
Well, we've been watching this back and forth over whether Elon Musk would end up taking over Twitter and becoming the big tweet or whatever he wants to be called. But it's a blockbuster deal from a business perspective, but it also has great political implications since Twitter has decided in the past to remove controversial figures from its platform.
All right, and now we are less than 2 weeks away from the midterm elections. What could be some potential impacts for the midterm elections with this deal going through?
Well, in theory, if Elon Musk lifted the prohibition against, say, former President Donald Trump or other controversial characters that have been on Twitter, you may see an uptick in the rhetoric coming up as we head to the midterms, which, as you point out, are right around the corner. I don't know whether there's enough time for the Twitter sphere to make a huge impact at this point because this deal has been done so close to the midterms. But you never know. If a race is 2 or 3 points difference, maybe the Twitter makes a difference.
All right, Brian, let's look ahead to 2024. Is that when we will really see the impact of all of this?
Absolutely. We're going to see the impact early in 23, I would think, 2023, because Elon Musk has indicated that he's going to lift the ban against a number of users of Twitter. That would include the former president, who, of course, has gone on to establish his own social media platform, but he would come quickly back to Twitter. But the political piece of this is very interesting to watch as we move on. And from a business perspective, what happens with Twitter? This was a huge, huge business deal.
You mentioned the former president, Donald Trump. Let's talk more about him. What if he is allowed back on the social networking site? What do you think the impacts of this will be?
Well, I think he will immediately begin tweeting, obviously, several times a day, commenting on people, on events, trying to reestablish a core or a base within the Twitter sphere, and which he may have lost, when he was banned. So I think he'll move very, very quickly if Musk lifts the ban to reestablish himself as one of the leading users of Twitter for political purposes.
And Brian, do you have any sense of when we could possibly see the former president, Donald Trump, back on Twitter?
It's going to be interesting to see how Elon Musk rolls this purchase out. Mm-hmm. And I think that's going to be the key thing. If it takes days, I think Donald Trump, and he lifts the ban, Donald Trump will be on Twitter again the day and the hour that Elon Musk lifts the ban, would be my guess.
Brian, do you have any final thoughts about this? Anything else you would like to add regarding this news tonight?
Well, first of all, Twitter has been undergoing a metamorphosis. What is it going to be as we move into the future? What kind of platform is it going to be? What are the politics? Are there going to be left and right extremists back into the mix? Will there be any number of political people who are, again, engaging on Twitter? So we'll see what Elon Musk's plans are and what guardrails he puts on Twitter, if any. It should be interesting to watch.
All right, Brian, thanks so much for joining us here on Live Now from Fox and providing your opinions and expertise. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. You're very welcome.
All right, meantime, we want to show you this statement from Elon Musk. part of it says, I wanted to reach out personally to share my motivation in acquiring Twitter. There has been much speculation about why I bought Twitter and what I think about advertising. Most of it has been wrong. The reason I acquired Twitter is because it is important to the future of civilization to have a common digital town square where a wide range of beliefs can be debated in a healthy manner without resorting to violence. There is currently great danger that social media will splinter into far right-wing and far left-wing echo chambers that generate more hate and divide our society. It goes on to say, in the relentless pursuit of clicks, much of the traditional media has fueled and catered to those polarized extremes as they believe that is what brings in money. But in doing so, the opportunity for dialogue is lost. So again, big news here tonight. Elon Musk now in charge of Twitter. Of course, we will continue to stay on top of this story that will impact the social media world.